Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the tension in the next episode of the show. Where the plot is constantly changing, Connor Newman is facing a new phase of his life. He needs the support of his parents, Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson, to stabilize his life after the events. Adam and Chelsea, although no longer a couple, they still create a united front to support Connor in the best way possible. However, they are also facing their own challenges. Adam, who is always cautious in every decision, suggests Chelsea to continue to keep their relationship private from the outside world. This not only keeps them from unwanted attention but also protects Connor from unnecessary turmoil. However, this also creates a tension when Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra begin to suspect and may discover the secret they are trying to hide. Billy Abbott, who is always looking for the truth and never lets go of a secret easily, may become a big challenge for Adam and Chelsea. He keeps trying to talk to Chelsea about their previous dealings, especially when Chelsea mentioned past mistakes and sins. This not only worries Chelsea but also makes Adam reconsider his decision to continue hiding the relationship. Billy's professional life is also going through upheavals. Lily Winters, his longtime colleague and ex-girlfriend, suggests that Billy leave Chancellor or accept a less prominent position. This makes Billy feel dissatisfied with both options and forces him to look for a new solution. Meanwhile, in another development, Billy is also facing challenges in his career when Lily Winters suggests that he leave Chancellor or accept a less important position. Billy, unhappy with both options, calls Lily to propose a new idea. Their ensuing discussion could determine Billy's future at Chancellor and reshape the way he approaches his job. Elsewhere in the park, Devin confesses his love to Abby Newman once again during a romantic picnic and presents her with an engagement ring. Abby, who was ready to accept the proposal all along, finally agrees to become Devin's wife. Their relationship officially takes the next step with Abby wearing the engagement ring, and Devin may have a few more surprises planned for the vacation Abby has been pushing for. Meanwhile, Claire Grace, a new character on Yonder, quickly becomes the center of attention when she causes a major conflict between Kyle and Summer Newman. Although Claire only wants to help and calm the conflict, her efforts only seem to make things worse. Kyle reassures Claire that it wasn't her fault, but Summer feels wronged by Kyle and decides to take more drastic action. With Victor Newman's support, it looks like Summer and Kyle's legal battle over Harrison Abbott's custody is about to get heated. Not only will these conflicts affect their personal lives, they could also shake up the entire community, making The Young and the Restless continue to be one of the most watched TV shows. Romance is in the air when Devin confesses his love to Abby Newman once again. In the atmosphere of a picnic under the golden sunshine, Devin gets down on one knee and gives Abby an engagement ring, a promise of a happy future together. Abby, who was ready to accept the proposal, finally says yes, making this moment a milestone in their lives. Devin also promises to give Abby a few surprises on her much-anticipated vacation. Meanwhile, Claire Grace, a new addition to the soap opera scene, quickly becomes the center of attention when she accidentally causes a major conflict between Kyle and Summer Newman. Claire's attempts to help and calm the conflict seem to make things worse. Kyle tries to reassure Claire that it's not her fault, but Summer feels Kyle is being unfair and is determined to make more drastic moves. Finally, with the support of Victor Newman, one of Genoa City's most powerful figures, it looks like Summer and Kyle's legal battle for custody of Harrison Abbott is about to get heated. These conflicts will not only affect their personal lives but could also shake up the entire community, making The Young and the Restless continue to be one of the most watched dramas on television. Subscribe to Yonder channel to update the latest news on the channel. In the latest development of the popular TV series The Young and the Restless, the story surrounding Harrison Abbott's custody battle is becoming more and more complicated and tense. Summer Newman, who plays Harrison's caretaker, faces many challenges when Kyle Abbott, the boy's father, is away in Paris. During this time, an unfortunate incident occurs that further strains the relationship between Summer and Kyle. Although it was just a minor accident under Summer's supervision, Kyle, upon learning about it, cannot help but be angry and worried about his son's safety. Kyle always wants Harrison to be absolutely safe, and any negligence could cause him to lose his child. Things get more complicated when Claire Grace, a new character, reports Harrison's accident to Kyle while he is in France. Claire, with her schemes and plots, seems to be deliberately making things more complicated. At this point, Summer can no longer keep quiet and begins to realize that she must use her last secret weapon. Summer does not hesitate to seek help from Victor Newman, nicknamed the Mustache, a powerful and influential figure. Victor, with his connections and tactics, is willing to intervene to protect Summer's interests, even if it leads to serious consequences. Victor does not hesitate to use any means to support Summer, including threatening to fire Kyle from the Glissade Company if he does not cooperate and resolve the conflict. Although Kyle always puts Harrison first and is willing to fight to protect his son, he also knows that he may face great influence from Victor. Meanwhile, Victor, a man who always puts work first, must consider not letting his business be affected by this personal conflict. Despite the uncertainties, it is clear that Victor will not sit idly by while Summer is in trouble. This custody battle is not just a legal dispute but also a battle of wits between influential figures in the city. According to the information revealed, Summer still hopes to win full custody, but the outcome of this battle is still a challenging and unexpected mystery. Upon returning from Paris, the relationship between Kyle and Summer becomes more tense than ever. Kyle, who loves his son deeply, cannot ignore any incident related to Harrison. He begins to blame Summer and threatens to take the matter to court to gain custody. It all starts when Kyle has to go on a sudden business trip to Paris, leaving his son, Harrison, in the care of Summer. Summer, with all her love and responsibility, tries her best to ensure Harrison's safety. Unfortunately, however, a minor accident occurred that left the boy with a scratch on his hand. Although it was only a minor injury and was treated promptly, the incident still could not escape the attention of those around him. Claire Grace, a new character in the story, did not miss this opportunity to cause trouble. Claire, who had a complicated relationship with Kyle, immediately informed him about the accident while Kyle was in France. Although he knew that the accident was inevitable and Summer had handled the situation professionally, Kyle could not help but worry and began to doubt Summer's ability to take care of her child. Meanwhile, Summer had no choice but to turn to Victor Newman, one of the most powerful figures in the city. Victor, known as the Mustache, was Summer's grandfather and was always ready to protect his family's interests. Victor used all his connections and resources to support Summer, even resorting to shady tactics like threatening to fire Kyle from Glissade if he didn't cooperate. Despite the threats, Kyle remained steadfast in his son's interests. He insisted that Harrison always came first and that nothing would stop him from ensuring the best future for his son. This led to a tense confrontation between Kyle and Victor, two powerful men, each with their own arguments and priorities. The custody battle between Summer and Kyle is not just a legal battle, but also a battle of trust and power. Each character is trying to use all their resources and strategies to achieve what they want, despite facing great challenges. The battle shows no signs of ending, and viewers are eagerly waiting to see who will win the custody battle for Harrison, the little boy at the center of a major dispute. Subscribe to Yonder for the latest news on the channel.